This is Julian Kulkarni, Marketing Director of Easy Fares from Belgium. We're now in St. Petersburg. Julian, what do you think of the Russian market?
I find it a very exciting market, and in fact over the last few years we've seen a lot of very positive change in Russia, and I think that especially in areas like packaging, which this show is about, we've seen a lot of companies, a lot of Russian, which tends to have made a lot of significant changes in the last few months and years, and is looking more for innovation, new types of packaging, new types of things, and we found a big change in that area. So I'm excited to be here today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And is this fair bigger or smaller than what you imagined?
I think for me it's just the right size. That's the answer I would give to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important when we're making a first step into a new market, which is what we're doing with the Easy Fares concept in partnership with Restek in this market. It's the first step we're making into this new market. So to have a good size show where we prove the concept of Easy Fares, which is really bringing together the buyers and the sellers in a practical, down-to-earth environment where they can conduct business and talk to each other. So for me, this has been just about the right size from an exhibitor standpoint. From a visitor standpoint, I'm very impressed, because that's really what our shows are about at the end of the day, is getting the right people there. And there's been, throughout the day when we've been here, there's been a great flow of people coming through the show, and the feedback I've had from exhibitors has been very positive in terms of these are the people we actually want to meet. There aren't very many souvenir collectors here. It's really people who are there looking for products, looking for ideas, looking for innovation. And so I'd say that overall, very happy with what we've got here. Obviously, like any show, when you start off with the first edition, the intention is to grow it. But also, we've got the visitors who are the buyers. Next year it's going to be all about the exhibitors and getting an even better mix of exhibitors. And we hope to attract also companies from other parts of Central Eastern Europe and also parts of Western Europe as well next year. So.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So how long did it, from the idea, when you had the idea to come to Russia, to actually doing this, how long did it take?
It took about 15, 16 months from the first meetings and the first intention, and maybe I'd say just under 12 months to set up and establish the first show. It's also important to say this is our first show in Russia at all. So this is the first show. And so when you do that, we've been working very successfully with our new partner here, Restek, and also we've got to work with the local market, not only to convince them to come to this show, but why they should come to a different type of show, and an Easy Fares show. And so that's taken some time, but I think it's a very good first step into the market.
Yes. Now, many parts of Europe have now been in recession for getting on for a year. So how's business in general?
I think in general, Easy Fares, we've been fairly lucky. What I would say is we've had to fight more to work with our exhibitors and our visitors in terms of giving them the confidence to be able to come to our shows. But I'm pleased to say that at least from a revenue perspective, the company has been flat and in some markets gone slightly up, which is in the industry where our CEO, Eric Everard, was at a conference recently saying that generally the exhibition industry has been going down. So you're seeing a decline of between 10 and in some cases 30%. So we're seeing a big change in the market in that perspective.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you very much.
My pleasure.